Hey, it's Blood Slut here, but I kind of got a solemn mood here. It's not the same as it was before. And not because I've been rejected. If I've been rejected, that happens sometimes. Solemnity comes from an understanding that somebody's Orientalism was allowed to interfere with other things that should have been a greater priority. See, when I was in Houston, I was sleeping outside on the street one night. You know, this is a story. It happens to people. Some people who are remanded to the realm of art because the other half of our brain has been colonized and somebody thinks they know how to drive us around better than us, right? I'm sleeping on the street one night and I find this leather jacket. It's nice, soft leather jacket. Got a little bit of suede patch, got this little, net. And inside the leather jacket, there's a switchblade knife. Pretty nice size, just regular size. But when I took the knife out of the pocket, something happened. It had been intonated, encoded. Somebody had meditated on it. And I got the transmission. And what it was is somebody's fixation on the concept of the Palestinian assassin. It was that literal. Now, shortly after I found this jacket and this knife, I had a possibility for an indoor sleeping arrangement. I actually thought I was going to live there permanently. Pay my rent, get stuff together. And I said, I'm going to take this jacket, I'm going to transform it. Because this is just someone's bullshit, man. It's a projection. It's somebody's ideation of what they think. And this is not accurate. So I took the jacket and I cut it up. I disassembled the pieces and I created different components of it with an intention that I was going to sew a garment out of it after it had been taken apart. I've done this before. I've done a lot of this. And actually, I've done at least in my life 8 different formal ceremonial garments that were hand stitched, each of which was an epic story in and of itself. And the entire process is the story. And so I pick it up on the street. This is what I get. I'm there. I'm in my room. I have everything set. I looked a lot more like what people think a woman's supposed to look like. Let's put it this way. And I cut it up. And as I'm cutting it up, the story came to me. This concept came to me. And it was a vision. It's somehow what they wanted is to associate it with or have me assimilate it to a concept of some sort of satellite technology. But the problem was the characterization of the satellite technology they were evoking was similarly ill suited to who ended up actually getting access to that garment. They were evoking something called the Raven. Now, at the time, the Raven was a satellite that was supposed to be responsible for finding old satellites that were broken down and helping them, fixing them. It was like a repair satellite. It was supposed to tend to older satellites, including ones nearing the end of their life as a satellite, and provide it with some sort of service. This is what they wanted to do. I said, that's not appropriate. Just so you know. That's not what this is going to be in the end. Well, next thing you know, I'm getting kicked out. I'm having problems with the boss man. I'm back on the street for several years. They tried to keep throwing this in my face over and over and over again. This Raven paradigm. This young, brilliant, beautiful, multi-ethnic, started off Chinese, but after the Chinese, it ended up diversifying. Every time, beautiful, young, woman capable of so many things, and her job was to take care of the old satellite. And I said, this is an abomination. This is not who she is. She actually, and then the concept of the four directions came up. A necessary maturation and understanding of the capabilities with which you are dealing. You don't remand it to fixing old satellites. They're at the end of their life. You don't have the right to take new life because you didn't do the job right when you said you were doing it. You just wouldn't let up. It's been over 4 years now. You needed to manifest your aberration and ideation of your Palestinian assassin. How many school shootings did you effectuate in that time frame? How many old men, presumably with some sort of military experience, did you trigger into strategically coordinated acts of liquidation for your pension system? Because you refused to deal with the situation to begin with. July 2016. Dallas, assholes. I'm right here on site. I've been right here on site for 3 fucking years. You didn't have the time to meet and close that account out properly? You had no intention of it. I think you just figured at some point I'd get bored, or I'd move on, or I'd just have jerked off so much I lost interest, right? Well, I didn't. I know now it's not Raven. You understand? You didn't get your beautiful, pubescent girl that's trained to make the old man happy. I'm sorry. That's just not the way it ended up working out. And to be honest with you, if you don't like the song, that's okay. That's okay. Not everybody's meant to be my fan.